Okay, so you have your screen should be looking like this now, and you'll notice because we've chosen architectural template, you'll get a little person here which will help a lot with the scale of your house. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about measurements to be too exact. For example, I'm not expecting you to go and take a tape measure around your house. But what we would like to do is sort of estimate the size of your house depending on this person here. So if this is an average person's height, between 5 and 6 foot, then how big would your house be using her as a guide? So the first thing to do really is to zoom out a little bit to give us a little bit more space to actually draw the plan view of the house. And the way you can do that is you can use the roller ball on your mouse and actually just pull the roller ball back, and you can see there the person getting a lot smaller as that rolls out. Or if you wanted to, you can click on the magnifying glass up on the toolbar, and then you can click and hold and then pull back on the mouse or push forward on the mouse, depending on how you want to zoom in or zoom out. Okay, so two different ways there. So I've zoomed out about that much because I want to draw a fairly sizable house. Okay, so just clicking on the origin here, and the first thing you want to draw out is a rectangle tool. Okay, so you go and select it up here, and then you click on the origin, and you draw out the first part of your house. And obviously you're thinking about size here and how wide and how long it might be towards the rear of the house. And then you let go. So that's going to be the rough floor plan of the house. Obviously it hasn't got any of the additional parts that might be additional parts of the building here, which we'll add in now. And so we can see now if we just orbit the shape, so we use the orbit tool up here, you can see that that's how you can really get an idea of how long the house might be, then how wide, but it's completely flat at the moment. Okay, so it's not got any depth to it at the moment or any height in 3D. So before I do that, I'm going to add in additional parts to the house. Now you may obviously have different areas to your house, bigger, smaller, but a couple of different shapes I'm going to show you. And for example, we may have a garage on the side of the house, and for some of you this will start right here, or it might start a little bit further back from the house. I'm going to start mine a little bit further back from the house. I'm going to draw it out and then join it up with roughly the back of the house. So I've got that part there which I'll be ready to bring up. And many of you will live in a house in this particular area which will have some sort of bay window at the front. So I'm going to go up to the arc tool here. It's a little bit like using the pencil tool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start about here. Now my front door is going to be over here somewhere, so I'm going to start my bay window here. And what you do is you click and hold on the mouse, and you drag it for however long you want it. You let go and you click again, and clicking and holding again. Now if it doesn't work the first time, go back like it didn't quite for me, and then bring it out. Now when you bring it out, you don't want it to go down on the blue axes or again up on the blue axes at all. What you want it to come out on the green. Okay, so you've got to be very careful here that you're getting it on the green. So I often go over to the green axes and then bring it out depending on how far you want to bring that out. And then you just click again and you have your little bay window. Now the things like the porch and the house and things like that I can add in at a later date. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pan across a little bit, and then I'm going to raise, I'm going to zoom out, I'm going to raise my house up. And to do this you're going to use the push pull tool, the little sort of rectangle with the arrow on it. And then you can come along here to your main part of the house and you can bring it up, and you can see as I bring it up here the person will start to disappear inside of the house. And again we're thinking of scale here, so about if that's the size of the person, then obviously the first floor is going to be a little bit higher than that, and the second floor you want all of that again, okay, to raise the side of your house up. And that will do for me now. Then I can go along here and I can bring up this side of the house, and I can also at this stage bring up my bay window. And notice how when I get to the top I'll drag the mouse across to this bit and leave it on face, and then I know that it will be exactly the same height all the way around. Okay, so just check it now using the orbit tool. You can go around here and you can see that you're starting to get a little bit of house. Now you can see that that rectangle, I didn't quite get that in line. So what you can do, if you do a mistake like that, push pull. I'm going to pull this section of the house across to on face there, and then we get a perfect part here as well, and we can get rid of that line later as well if we want to. So just orbiting around now. Okay, so have a go at doing that and drawing out the different parts of the main structure of your house, and then come back and have a look at the rest of the video.